guys, long time no see. A very happy new year to you all. I'm really sorry it's been such a long time since I've spoken to you all. This video is just going to be, it's not what I originally planned to film, but it's just going to be a sit down with a cup of tea, little Miss Chatterbox. So up for this video because I'm going to chat my ass off, just pre-warning. So it's going to be a chatty video, and I'm just going to update you on everything that's been going on since I last filmed, because it's been a while. I didn't want to leave you hanging without a video, because I haven't had time to film what I wanted to film. So first of all, like I say, Happy New Year. I hope 2018 is your year. I hope it is fantastic. If 2017 was your year, I hope 2018 kicks its ass. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I hope this year is on point for you, and I hope it is for me as well, because 2017 was crap for me and my family and my friends. So I'm hoping that this year is going to be, you know, the year. And I hope you all had a fantastic Christmas. I had a lovely Christmas Day and a lovely Boxing Day. Christmas Day I spent at home with my family, with my mum and dad, and we popped in to see my uncle. Well, my mum and dad did, because I'm not allowed near the hospital. And Boxing Day we went to see Sleeping Beauty as a pantomime in our local town, which was hilarious. The stage caught fire, which wasn't so hilarious because they had to like get the fire extinguisher and all that. That really wasn't funny, but it was funny. So yeah, it's been great. If you follow my Instagram, which has had a name change by the way, I will leave it on screen and I will leave it in the description box for you. Then you will know that before Christmas, about a week and a half before Christmas, my uncle was rushed into hospital with a suspected heart attack. It wasn't a heart attack. He was extremely anemic. Now, he's been anemic for a while, which is not normal for a guy. A guy should not be anemic. They don't get anemic because they don't lose blood from anywhere, basically. They shouldn't be anemic. So he was, I mean, his haemoglobin should be, the minimum should be 125. His was 45. So you can imagine how anemic he was. So he's been in hospital now for coming up for 4 weeks. He's had 5 pints of blood and 1 unit of iron. And he has to be transported to King's for major abdominal surgery, as he has a large mass in his small intestine. We don't know whether it is the big C or we don't know at the moment. We're waiting for biopsy results, but he's been really ill, bless him. He's been very poorly. My uncle is he's 61 and he looks more like 91. He's very doddery, very tottery, and he also has autism, quite bad autism. So he doesn't do well with change. He doesn't do well with company. He doesn't do small talk. He doesn't know what's appropriate to say, what's not appropriate to say. So it's been quite difficult. It's been a bit of a challenge for us. I'm not allowed near the hospital really, especially in the wards, because people have got things in there that can be transported to me, and I am immunosuppressed. So I should really keep away from the hospital in the ward department with, you know, like the doctor said to my mum, like, no, just keep her away, it's best. Plus I don't want to catch anything and then put more pressure on my parents by being ill myself. Being normal ill, not spoony ill, normal ill, normal people ill, on top of that, because my immune system is weakened. So I've been staying at home. I've been doing the washing, the cooking, a bit of the cleaning, tidying up, just generally housewifey duties, making sure with plenty of rest in between, making sure that the house is tidy, that mum and dad have a meal to come home to, and that my mum's not running her arse ragged with doing things like that on top of everything else she's had to do. So that's been my job. I haven't been well either over Christmas. I don't know whether some of you know, you might know I've got arthritis and I'm in a really bad flare at the moment. And it's been hard with the pain. It's been really difficult. I have osteoarthritis in my left leg. and there's different grades of osteo, and I have grade 3 bordering on grade 4, and there is only 4 grades. So my leg is the biological age of like 75 plus, so you can imagine how severe the arthritis is. I will talk about that more when I film my chronic illnesses video, which will be in 2 parts, and I'll explain the reason why I've got that, how I came by having it, and what treatment I have for it, and all the rest of it. So I've been like had to take extra painkillers on top of my normal painkillers, which are very, very strong. So you can imagine I haven't been feeling very great myself. So yeah, it has been a bit chaos here, but we still embraced Christmas. We still had a good time. Last year was really, really tough, especially the later part of last year for my family. I'm not going to go into detail, but certain things happened that put a lot of pressure on my parents. They've been married for 30 years last year, and it's really tested their relationship. Nothing like an affair, or don't get dramatic, nothing like that. It's something that happened, a situation that happened which was out of their control, and it's just really put a lot of pressure on their marriage and their just general day-to-day life. It just puts a lot of pressure when things go wrong. My mum was diagnosed with fibromyalgia last year. My mum already has a couple of other medical problems, so that's been really tough for my mum. Getting emotional here, what's going on? Just have a sip of my tea. Sorry if drinking makes you go, ugh. Some people get funny about that, but I don't really care. I'm just going to do me. Do you know what I'm saying today? So, yeah, it's been a tough year. So I was very, very glad to see the back of 2017. I didn't go out and celebrate because there wasn't much to celebrate about a passing of a year, and because I wasn't exactly feeling like, well, hey, another year. To be honest, I was thinking, oh, great, another year. What's that going to bring? And I know that's a really pessimistic way of looking at things, but when you've had shit, it's hard not to think like that. Yeah, I stayed in. I was in bed by 10:30. Didn't hear any fireworks, thank God. And yeah, me and the cat, we chilled. We laid on the bed, we fell asleep, we read a book, we fell asleep. It's good as, really. Not really much to say about that. Christmas Day in our house, we have traditions like every family. I don't get dressed up on Christmas Day. I'm not a very dressed up person, as you can tell. I'm rocking my dressing gown now. I have showered and washed my hair and done all that today, but I put clean pyjamas on because if I'm not going out, I am not going to sit around in clothes. So we stay in our pyjamas Christmas Day, and we open our presents in the afternoon, not in the morning, and we have a nice lunch together, and we have a really chilled day because there is only 3 adults. My uncle doesn't like coming to us because he doesn't do socialising, so that's fair enough. If we offer, if he doesn't take it, we can't force him. So it was a lovely day. We really enjoyed ourselves, just doing us. Got some lovely presents. It's not about presents, but they always make you happy. They make you smile. I'm not being materialistic, but they do. But to me, it was just about, I said to my mum and dad actually on Christmas Day when we were opening our presents, I got a bit upset. Not because the present was shit or anything like that, just because I literally sat there and cried my eyes out, and I said to my mum and dad, I said, I feel a bit sad today. 1, because of obviously my uncle being in hospital, and 2, because I felt like I spent the whole of 2017 fighting for something. If it wasn't fighting for my Humira, my medication, it was fighting for my health. If it wasn't fighting for my health, it was fighting for my parents. It felt like 2017 just let us have it. It just threw everything at us and was like, right, you think you're strong? Have some more. You think you can handle that? Here's some more. You think you can handle that? Here we go. And it really got to me on Christmas Day. We all had a cry. which is morbid as it sounds, but I felt better after that because I knew that I didn't feel alone. My mum and dad felt like it too. Yeah, so it was a lovely day. My plans for the new year, I am off to London tomorrow, which will be Monday the 8th of January, to see my dermatologist. This will be my 3-month Humira checkup. Tomorrow's a big day. I'm not nervous. Surprisingly, I'm not nervous. I will be in the morning. Probably be crapping myself in the morning when I'm getting up doing my makeup and that. I'll probably have a moment where I'm like, oh, what am I doing? Why am I going? Tomorrow she decides if the Humira is working and if I can remain on it. In my mind, it's changed my HS amazingly. I mean, I've only been on it 3 months. I've had 2 flare-ups in that time. Now, normally I would have had 6 probably. Plus, that's a massive reduction. The pain that I've received from my HS, sorry, I thought Imi had just come in the door, but it was just the door making a funny noise, has dramatically decreased. Now, if you don't know what I mean by HS, I have a autoimmune skin disease called hidradenitis suppurativa. I've had it for about 18-19 years now. It means that my sweat glands get blocked. Everybody else's sweat glands can secrete their gunk and that comes out and you wash it away when you have a shower. Mine sits inside the gland and the gland swells, causing an abscess. Now, it affects armpits, groin, buttocks, breasts, any hairy, sweaty areas. So it's not a very nice disease. And it is very, very painful. It is actually rated higher in pain than pancreatitis and cluster migraines. So it hurts, and I have had, all of mine affects my groin. I've had one in my armpit, in my left armpit. It all affects my groin. I have had 15 surgeries on my groin, and my groin is like spaghetti junction. It's full of scar tissue. So normally I have a lot of pain in my groin, but the pain has dramatically decreased since I've been started on the Humira. That to me has made a massive difference. I mean, it is so much easier to handle. I'm still in pain, but it is nowhere near as bad as it could be. So that is amazing. So I'm positive and I'm hopeful that she will allow me to continue. It's a very expensive drug, but to be honest, so is doing surgeries. I mean, it got to the point where I was having 8 or 9 surgeries a year. That's expensive, and that was my argument. You know, you think Humira is expensive. You know, you're looking at these operations, they're thousands of pounds each, you know. So, but I'm hopeful that she will keep me on it. Last time my bloods were all fine because I didn't hear back from them. The only side effect that I've had is a headache, very, very bad headache, which I can totally deal with a headache. It goes after a couple of days. I can deal with that. That doesn't bother me. So yeah, I am positive, really positive about that. So I might, it depends how I'm feeling tomorrow, it depends how my mum is about it, it depends how stressed I am because we're going up on the train. I might vlog some of the journey, some of London, the taxi ride. I might vlog, I might not. So if you see one, you see one. If you don't, you don't. Just understand that my mobility is decreased and it's hard for me to vlog and walk, and you know, in London, I don't want my phone being nicked. You know, I've just got to think about these things. So if you see one, you see it. So yeah, that's happening tomorrow. Other than that, in the new year, I also have pain clinic this month, which I go to every 6 months. They might be lowering my patch a bit more. I have a fentanyl patch which is changed every 3 days. So that might be done, I don't know. I'm going to spend more time this year focusing on my leg and fighting now my Humira is under control. My HS is a little bit more settled down if she gives me the okay tomorrow. I'm going to be looking into surgeons that can give me a second or third opinion on my leg. So we'll see how that goes, but that's one of my goals this year, to get my leg in the best condition it can be. I mean, there's no cure, it's never going to be normal, but I need it to be the best it can be for me to have the quality of life that I desire as a 30-year-old. The other things, just general, I don't do resolutions because I just feel like you put too much pressure on yourself. But my goals, if you like, this year are to improve my YouTube channel and my Instagram, and just interact with you guys as much as I possibly can. Carry on filming these videos. Any videos you want to see, just drop them in the comments or leave me notes on Instagram and I will film them if I can film them. And also, as you know, I'm a massive reader, to read as many books this year as I possibly can. And to be less stressed and more happy and positive, which my counselling is helping with, but I just feel like that is a massive achievement for this year. So I'm going to let you go because I've already been chatting to you for 16 minutes. Thank you for everybody who has commented on my Instagram story, who has followed my journey on Instagram, who has commented that, you know, about my uncle and that. Thank you so much. You really don't know how much that means to me, to know that you care about my family and about me. That means the absolute world. So thank you, really, thank you for that. And I will try and get another video film for you this week if I can, but like I say, I have got a hospital and I've got a few things on this week, going to get my nails sorted out with my mum, which these are my Christmas nails, but I'm going to be changing them to possibly like a purpley lilac-y kind of colour, and I'm going to change the shape to rounded as well because I'm a bit fed up with square. So I've got a busy week and nails takes it out of me because it's my treat day. I only go once a month. It's my treat day and I am determined to enjoy myself. So if you have any video ideas, let me know. Please like, subscribe, comment, all of that jazz, and let me know what your goals are for 2018. Not resolutions. Let me know what your goals are. If you have any goals to make, you know, life so much better for yourself, and let me know if you had a great 2017. I would really love to hear how great your year was and what was great about it. Let me know. So thank you for understanding about the lack of video, and I will record for you as soon as I possibly can. So have a great weekend, have a great week, and I'll speak to you soon. Lots of love.